welcome back to Alice Talks Football, and welcome back to another upload on the channel. And today's video we're going to be looking at possible ways Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will line up Manchester United versus Newcastle. Now we play Newcastle on September 11th, and it looks like it's going to be Ronaldo's debut for Manchester United, especially now he's returning from Portugal duty early. He'll be back in training, done his quarantine all before the Newcastle game. And since Manchester United's last match, aka Southampton Wolves, we basically took out Daniel James and we got Ronaldo. Ronaldo for Dan James, pretty good trade, and we actually profited because we sold Daniel James for more than we brought Ronaldo. Bish bash bosh. But let's get into the video. Smash that like button, by the way, if you haven't already. Subscribe down below. Share this video. Let me know what lineup you'd want to see. We're going to start with the lineup I would play. We're going to look at the types of rotation we could play from my lineup. I'm going to then name the way that the lineup I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will play. And then I'm going to show you some other formations that we've seen Ole try out that he could potentially use, you know, because of the strength that we have in the squad. So yeah. Let's go into it. On the screen, you're going to see the lineup I would personally play. Sticking Ronaldo in at striker. I'm putting Paul Pogba on the left. 5 assists in 2 games as a left mid this season. With Rashford out injured, you might as well play Pogba on the left. You know, when he played in the pivot with Fred versus Wolves, it was one of his weaker performances. I've gone Greenwood on the right because he's undroppable. Look, I know we've brought Sancho in, but Greenwood is undroppable. You can't drop Greenwood. Bruno, Cam, obvious one. Now in the pivot, I've gone with Matic and Donny. Now this is the lineup I would play, and considering McTominay's injured and Fred has been atrocious, this is what I believe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should do. But I mean, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer put Pogba back to the pivot and put Dan James on the left just so he couldn't play Donny against Wolves. Like, Ole would generally rather play Dan James than Donny, so you never know with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But that's the lineup I would play. The back four, I'm keeping it the same in every lineup that we might play versus Newcastle, because I believe this is our strongest back four. Back five: De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Shaw, Varane, Maguire. Look, Varane was so good versus Wolves. There's no reason for Ole to start playing Lindelof over him, as you know. So that back five, sort of back four in the goalie, I'm guaranteed you Ole will play that versus Newcastle. We're just talking about the midfield, the formation, and the potential players in attack. So now you can see there's a bit of depth in the roles. You know, if Ronaldo isn't 100% ready, you can always have Cavani at striker, you can always have Greenwood at striker, and you could even have Martial at striker. You know, you've got Greenwood on the right, you've also could play Sancho on the right. You could play Amad Diallo, but he is injured. On the left, you've obviously got Pogba, and then if Pogba's not able to play on the left, if he moves back to the pivot, you've got Martial and Sancho that can play on the left, and obviously Rashford when he's back from injury. But this is the lineup versus Newcastle. And then again, your options in the pivot are McTominay and Fred, but I believe McTominay will be injured for the Newcastle game, so I've not really included McTominay in this video. You could do Fred and Donny, but I doubt Ole's going to give Donny a chance. And Fred and Matic, we don't want to see Fred and Matic. But what I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer might do is, because Fred and Matic worked awfully, and Fred has been awful the last couple of games, I think Ole doesn't want to play Donny and Matic, despite Donny not being allowed to leave and Donny needing a chance. I think that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to play this lineup versus Newcastle. He's going to move Pogba back to the pivot, but he's going to play him with Matic. I think he's going to play Pogba with Matic. I think Fred needs to be dropped, but I don't think Ole's going to play Donny, meaning that Ronaldo will start up top. We'll have Greenwood on the right, and I believe it'll be Sancho or Martial on the left. I think possibly Sancho. I think this is the lineup we could likely see, because I think because of the injury to McTominay and Fred's awful form, I think, you know, he's going to move Pogba back to the pivot, even though he's done a great job on the left. So this is the lineup I think we will see. Obviously there's potential for Cavani to start ahead of Ronaldo as well, but once you've got Ronaldo in, surely he's got to start. Now looking at other ways Ole could line up, and we saw this formation be used versus Leipzig when we won 5-0, but I actually think the diamond is a formation that really suits our strengths. I think our strength is more the attacking midfield and creative side of things, and in the diamond you could play Ronaldo and Greenwood as split strikers, personally for me, because Greenwood's undroppable. You could play Cavani, but when you're playing split strikers, I think you need that pace of someone like Greenwood. You could even play Martial, but I'd say Ronaldo and Greenwood would be split strikers if Ole decides to use a diamond formation and try it out. Bruno as the number 10, Donny and Pogba as the box-to-box. We've seen that before and it worked absolutely fantastic in that 5-0 win versus Leipzig. You obviously got Matic holding in a pivot. You've got the same back four as usual. And people did talk about Ole doing a 4-4-2 as well, so he could fit Cavani and Ronaldo into the same squad. So then he could potentially do a 4-4-2, but I doubt we'd see it. I think if we're going to see a change of formation from the 4-2-3-1/4-3-3, it would be the diamond on the screen that I read out. But if Ole decided he wanted Cavani and Ronaldo in the same team, he could do Cavani and Ronaldo strikers, Pogba left mid, Greenwood right mid, have Matic and Bruno as the midfielders. But I think when you play in a 4-4-2, you need your midfielders to be box-to-box defensive midfielders. So Matic and Donny or Matic and McTominay would probably work better than Bruno. And we know Ollie is quite a defensive manager. Then you use your sort of back 4, back 5. But if I was going to talk about the Newcastle game, I think Ronaldo will start. I'd be very, very shocked if Ollie does not start Ronaldo. I think this is the lineup Ollie will use. There's potential for McTominay to be back, so we could see Fred with Pogba on the left. If McTominay is back, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw McTominay Fred with Pogba on the left for the Newcastle game. But that is the lineup I believe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to play versus Newcastle. Let me know in the comment section, if you were Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, how would you line up Manchester United versus Newcastle? How excited are you for the game? Ronaldo 7, he's back, he's home. Viva Ronaldo. Smash the like, subscribe, share this video. I could potentially be live tomorrow night. I'll see how I feel because I got my second dose of the vaccine tomorrow and I'm probably going to be a little bit hungover because I'm going out tonight. So we'll have to wait and see. I might be live tomorrow. If not, there will probably be a Ronaldo video coming out soon on the channel in the next week. Thanks for watching. See you next time.